Alright, my name is Kevin Osterhart. I have worked for Bill for many years. I actually began working for Bill when I was 15 at the Omni Fitness Club. I was hired at that time to do some cleaning and stuff around the Omni and maintenance and lawn care. I worked for Bill on and off in between stages during the summers every once in a while. Worked on billboards, did some different marketing things for him. I also when I graduated from college, I got a phone call from Bill, and he gave me the opportunity to work on the AMG Business Center with him. He brought me on basically as the lead designer as well as the lead construction manager on the project, and I basically ran the job from start to finish. Following my employment with Bill, he gave me the tools and the tools that were needed, I guess, to start my own architecture firm. I have since merged with another couple of architects, and we have our own architecture firm here in Muskegon. All right, yeah. I guess knowing a small business owner like Bill and trying to become a small business owner, I actually use Bill a lot to bounce ideas off of, as well as use his expertise for business management skills and how to actually begin a company. When Bill first contacted me, he contacted me with an idea, and the idea was to start up a business center and really get me on board for my expertise in terms of design and construction. We flew down to Arizona and looked at some different business models, and took a long time. Took about 6 months to design basically a business versus a building. And my expertise was in building, his expertise was in business, and we really kind of combined our heads in terms of how the building could become a business and a business model that would work. So we designed a building functionally as well as aesthetically that really worked for the business model that we came up with. We spent a lot of time researching different buildings, different towns. We flew down to Scottsdale, Arizona. I traveled all over the state just looking at different business centers that were similar, just to try to, I guess, collaborate or try to combine all of our ideas into one business model. From all of those ideas, we sat down and came up with schematics and came up with a plan, determined a site that would work best. We ended up designing the building near the airport because of the location and how the airport is always going to be here. So when we designed a business, when we designed a building around that business, we designed it in terms of long-term thoughts. The business that we designed was supposed to be here for a long time. I think Bill's a good businessman because of the decisions he makes. I think that every day you're put in situations where you have to make a decision, and you have to make decisions on the fly. If that's anywhere from your employees to people that you work for in terms of clients, you have to make good decisions, and you have to be able to. You have to make good decisions, I guess, and you have to be willing to step up to those decisions. I think Bill does a good job at that because he does a good job at treating his employees well. He does a job at providing everything to his client. So on both aspects, people want to be around him, people want to work with him, and it makes it a lot easier. I met my wife Jamie from working with Bill. She was actually his assistant when we met. Bill hired me for my first job because he knew I was a hard worker. He knew I came up in a hard-working family. He hired me because I had a lot of skills, even at the age of 15, that I could do many things in terms of maintenance and cleaning, as well as lawn care, and he knew that I was always interested in taking on any job. Sink drains to working on the billboard, it was all fair game for him to get me to work on that kind of stuff. So, as a high school student, I had a 4.0 average. I was involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I was involved in football and basketball in high school, and one nice thing about working for Bill at that age was he gave me the opportunity to make my own hours. I worked weekends or Wednesday nights whenever I got out of football practice early, and kind of made it work for me. So I was a pretty decent student. I got into college, and I went to University of Michigan and graduated with my bachelor's there, and then I got my master's from University of Illinois, all with around a 3.5 grade point average. And I don't really remember Bill ever being very involved with that. I know he's always been a long family friend, and I can remember him being at different events, but I don't remember him being there just for me. I remember being there for a lot of other people too. Even on my football team, half the kids on my football team knew him, and I can remember him showing up for games like that, and he'd always be congratulatory and stuff. So he was never there for just me, but he was always there to support the team, to support the community, and support his family and friends. If Bill didn't hire me, if Bill didn't bring me on and give me an opportunity, I wouldn't own my own business right now. I probably wouldn't even live in this state. I had other opportunities in other states, in Atlanta and in Chicago and Arizona, that I could have followed up on, but Bill gave me the opportunity here, and it was a good opportunity. I hit the ground running when I first came working for Bill. Most kids, when they first come out of college, don't get the opportunity to do very much. They gotta pave their own way, and Bill gave me a lot of opportunity to basically use all my tools that I've learned throughout my life and bring them all together. So his help has really definitely given me the opportunity and the skills to own my own business, as well as give me contacts and help me network and help me market my business to make the most potential out of it, and actually keep my business around, especially when the economic conditions are so bad here in Michigan. Bill's a very energetic guy. He's very knowing. He's all in with anything he does. If he gets a business idea or gets a marketing idea, he researches it and develops it to its fullest. And he's not scared to sign up for conferences. He's not scared to travel to Chicago or the most local place that something's happening, just to find out all of the information about it. He's very deserving because he's all in. He really researches and does his homework and then uses that knowledge to make good decisions. One of the biggest ways that he's helped me, and especially in creating a firm, was he gave us an office, a small office for a low rent, and said, here's your space. I know you're going to be around. You don't have to promise to stick around, but I know that you guys are hard workers. I know that you guys are going to make a good thing happen. And if I give you this office for a very low rent, I know that you'll be around and maybe make some real rent off you, in the future. So he really, opened the door in terms of opportunity by helping keep our overhead costs low, while we got on our feet and started to get some kind of payroll going. That way we didn't have to start off, in somebody's basement somewhere. We actually had an office space to use, so we could market ourselves and turn what we had, which is our skills basically, into an actual business that works.